practicing all day. I love it. So we obviously got full dark from Caitlin Snow.
No, pretty early on.
I think so.
Yeah.
We're not good at keeping secrets, so.
That was gonna be me.
Yeah, you told me like immediately.
Yeah, 100%. I'm really bad at keeping secrets.
Oh, that's how that stuff's right.
I was like, basically, Todd's like, yeah.
Awesome. It was really fun. Tom Cavanaugh, right here, this guy. He directed that episode. That made it a lot easier because we obviously have a very strong working relationship.
A strong relationship also.
Just get
Yeah.
along, yeah.
In general.
And it wasn't necessarily easy material.
Wells as I play. And basically they also took from that to screen time alone. If I'm on the show, dips. So it doesn't really matter what I think. It seems like right now we're going to concentrate on different things
Right.
Got it, I got it.
for the good of the show.
I love it. Well,
There's 1,000 different wells, and we'll introduce some more, I'm sure, as the season progresses. Yeah. So.
I only can imagine you practicing and figuring out what those other versions are. Does he come to you, Todd, and he's just like, how about this one?
Poor Todd. Poor Todd.
He does. He actually sent me a video one time of like 4 or 5 different Wellses. That was awesome.
Awesome is one word for it.
For the video message? Is
Video
that
message.
Yeah, I like Cowboy Wells.
Cowboy.
Oh, I like French
Cowboy
Wells.
Yeah.
He needs to make a comeback.
Oh my gosh, I
Notice
can't
nobody is pulling for the mime. Nobody wants it. And the mimes out there can't protest, can you?
That was funny.
That was funny.
All of those versions need to be on the extras. I'm just saying that right now, so fingers crossed for that. Candace, let's talk a little bit about. I know that everyone was so excited. Obviously, there's a lot of incredible singers on this stage right now. And I actually was lucky enough to visit on one of the days when you guys were shooting, so it was incredible. What was that like for you guys?
I think everybody had a great time. I mean, I just wish we could have smashed more time and people into it. But for me, I got to work with Victor Garber. Like, something everybody wants, particularly, New York stage actors. We know what that means to stand there next to that dude. So I was thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. I'm glad you guys liked it.
We've talked about quite a few times on DCO Access is that you're always like, what do I want next for Joe? Well, I want him to have a love life. Can he have someone he's interested in?
Yeah, right?
So,
And I got one.
So let's talk about the love life now. How are things with Lucille? What are we going to get into next season?
You call her Lucy?
Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, Jessica Camacho, who plays that's right. She's awesome. She showed up and, I didn't know what this was going to be like, because we're supposed to, be a romantic item, and I've never met this girl in my life, and instantly we just hit it off. I think primarily because she's, such a cool girl, you know what I mean? And she really got the material, she, committed to that character and, all of Gypsy's powers and whatnot. So it's been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more of that.
And kind of speaking to that even more for all of you guys, what is it like when a new actor does come into the mix? Do you feel like it really changes your acting or changes what you bring to the table for the show?
It got pretty dark, and we want to get back to the jokes.
Lightening the tone up a bit for the next season. Grant, were you just like, yeah, next season I'm in the Speed Force. Peace out, guys.
Yeah, I thought I was going to show up midway through the season, but no, I'm on the show, guys,
If we can get into it a little more too, where are we going to pick up? Because obviously, the season ended with you kind of taking over the mantle of the Flash in Central City. Where do we pick up with you?
It's sort of how I view it is Wally had to step up, not necessarily step forward. I think the whole team had to come together and be like, how do we make this machine work without the guy that was at our lead, And so everyone's sort of just having to band together and do what we can with this sort of sad situation and find the love and find the light wherever it is possible. So I think Wally's sort of growing up, he's finding a sense of freedom and self-confidence with himself that isn't as cocky as it was last time. But yeah, I think they're really just trying to be there for each other to deal with this and navigate this whole situation.
You can share any of that.
Sad is gone.
Yeah, well, okay, for me, Iris, I mean, she's devastated.
You play Iris?
I play Iris.
Okay.
She's devastated that he's gone into the Speed Force and that they didn't really have a discussion about it. He just took off and left. So we pick up season 4. Iris has kind of focused her energy on being the leader of Team Flash, actually. She kind of steps up and leads the team, which is really, really cool. Yeah.
I love it. And I think it's a cool kind of transition from last season where it's like, not that you couldn't save yourself, you were working too, but the whole team was working together to save you, and now you get to be the one who's like, let's all do this together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm a nerd about this stuff. I get really
I love it, girl.
Danielle, for Killer Frost at this point, can you talk at all about where she's gone, where she's been? Because obviously she says she's leaving, but we saw her in that footage. But who did you see?
You've said nothing today.
You're welcome.
Like a master of correct answer. You're so good.
I'm really excited for this season. Scott, how proud of you are. How proud of
She's
you
doing
are.
amazing. Yeah.
She's not gonna break.
I'm gonna guess that Danielle knows all the secrets on the show. She's the one who keeps her lips sealed.
Yes, that's true.
That is true.
That's usually true.
Getting to do the episode that Tom directed, where we got to go 8 years in the future and play versions of our characters, in a what-if situation. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to play, and revisit those sets, in this weird way where they're all destroyed and there's leaves everywhere, and you know what I mean? It's really cool.
And that was fun for me personally, for favorite moments. Just watching, this cast do the, like normally when you're in a scene, you're involved, so you're playing your character. You're not. You're that's my dad.
Come on.
Like, we're lunch. What? Yeah, tell him.
It's not time yet, Dad.
Just listen to him, Dad. Yeah. So anyway, but to watch them. When you're at the monitor, you're not in the scene, just watch them act and perform. It's a stunning amount of talent to be able to witness and be part of it on a daily basis. It just felt like a real privilege.
Yeah, the prison scene for me in that episode was really fun. I was in prison.
Oh, you were amazing.
Also,
There was also one moment. There was one moment we did a Team Flash thing with Ben, myself, Carlos,
Teared up.
Tom Felton. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So a lot of times we colloquially refer to ourselves as Team Flash. This is Team Flash. And there was a moment where thanks. Where we all we'd fashion this moment where we all kind of put our hands in and we say Team Flash. And Grant's beside me, and we hadn't rehearsed it because I was like, guys, I want to try this thing.
We were all like, really?
Put our hands in, and then we put our hands in, and we said Team Flash, and I started crying, basically. And he mocked me, so that made it even better.
You were mostly crying because of the real life situation of what we had all been through. And that's it got me.
Team Flash.
It was just, Team Flash. And it's a sweet guy.
I love that because I think
All the guys
for
had a
me,
lot to say. So, I mean, it was challenging.
One guy was leaving, one guy was
It was also
broken.
really cool to have that brother sister.
Crime fighting you.
I'd have to say the last episode of the season, just because it was so damn emotional.
yeah.
And I didn't know what to think about that. Like, where would we go from there? Like, if he literally walks away from all of us, including his fiance, into a place where he may never ever return, where do we go from there? I mean, we're finding out now, but
Well, not everything. We're finding out little pieces. We'll find out more.
Well, we found out.
Yeah,
No, Grant doesn't know anything.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, for me it was Flashpoint because it was the first time I suited up as Kid Flash, and it was very full of lots of emotions. I was very afraid, I was very nervous, and I was also so excited because it's like a obviously that was a very cool dream of mine as a kid. So I still obviously feel like a kid. So it feels very fitting. Yeah.
Great. Did you give him any advice for the first time he was putting on the suit?
Like stupid, like practical advice, like about your neck and stuff, and like
You helped me slide. You helped me do the sliding.
That's right. We worked on the slide. That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm
Yeah,
still
sliding
trying.
is a thing. But I remember like
Still trying to get
one of your first shots was like laying in the dumpster, and I was like, okay, look, this is what you can do to like work the neck, because the suits are kind of, pain in the butt.
Well, I mean, you need somebody to tell you that because it's like when you're taking an Instagram photo and you're like,
Yeah.
make sure I look really good, and you're like,
That's the
that's
good
on the show.
important thing. Yeah.
So for me, when Greg and Andrew were like, yeah, you and your brother are gonna write this one, we're like, wait, what? Like, we don't know anything about musicals. So it was a challenge, but it was a lot of fun, and to watch dailies and see these guys, it was a pretty amazing experience.
Well, I know that everybody. What's your name and what's your question?
My name is Alex Lugo. I'm actually from Mexico.
Word. Wow. Yeah. Work that.
I actually met you guys last year. This is my second year in Comic-Con. So excited.
Welcome
Love
back.
you guys. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, the question is, are there going to be any more crossovers?
Yes.
That was the fastest question answer of all time.
And fastest man alive.
We see you everywhere. No question. Bye.
I'm oscillator right now.
I love it.
Thank you. My question was if Iris is going to play a role in getting Barry out of the Speed Force.
Great question.
Great question. Yeah, to a degree, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You're
You guys, honestly, I can't remember. That's why I'm taking so long to answer this question.
Wow.
Judge Jones too. But yeah, she does. She's, like I said, she's kind of boss lady at Team Flash now, so she's an active participant in getting her man out of the Speed Force for sure.
All right, what's your name and what's your question?
I'm Lindsay. I kind of have a question about the musical episode. I don't know if you remember last year at the panel, someone shouted, Flash the Musical.
Yep.
That was me. And would you say, is it the musical talent behind everyone that was the inspiration, or say...
It was you. It was you.
No, I'm sure it was musical talent with Graham being on Glee, is that right? And
You were in the lead.
Oh, right.
Lindsay, shout out something else and we'll do that too.
I didn't hear that.
She was just trying to ask, where's the inspiration from? Where did the inspiration come from for the musical episode?
It's just when you have a cast like this that can do anything. It's also Greg Berlanti is a huge lover of musicals, and so it was really his brainchild behind it. So you gotta thank Greg.
All right, who is our next question asker? What's your name?
Aiden?
Hi, Aiden. What's your question?
We just met you, Aiden, didn't we?
Made a nice hat, nice shirt.
Yes, I was there for
Yeah, good to see you. Again.
when is gonna be the next musical?
I think right now we don't have any
And
plans.
it's gonna be whenever Lindsay shouts it out. Then we're gonna do that. Next season, thank you.
Okay,
Season
next.
5.
Okay.
The answer is season 5.
Hi, how you doing? What's your name? What's your question?
Me, Angel, in the house here. Hi, guys. You guys are awesome.
What's up?
I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you, but Tom, the way that you have differentiated all of the different wells has been some of the greatest acting that I've ever witnessed. And I want to know, as an actor, what do you do to prepare for those type of differentiations?
Well, first off, thank you. A lot of times I get a little more credit than I deserve. You have to remember that there's a team of people writing these. there's a team of people trying to forge what the storylines are, not just for me, but for, you know, everybody here. And they spend a lot of time in the writer's room coming up with those kind of things, and then they write the words, and then I hit a mark and say those words, and people think that maybe I created those words, but I didn't necessarily, you know. And so for me, when coming up with the different wells, the one thing I've tried to do is, because everybody on this stage is so winning, when coming up with Harry, I thought, well, maybe if there was a guy who's a bit of a jackass, you know, that would help, because we need a little bit of antagonism, a daily antagonist. And then in season 3, we were a little darker, and I thought maybe if we had a little bit more humor, there might be a place for that. And then season 4, I'm just going to sing the whole time.
That's just a little preview of what's to come.
Time travel anymore in season 4? We'll have to have a sidebar. It's a long, long explanation.
I'm like, that's when you just say time travel.
Timey
I've tried.
wimey.
I've moved on.
Okay, what's your name? This is our last question. What's your name? What's your question?
My name's Devlin, and I just wanted to say, Grant, you're my hero.
Thank you.
Thank you for being the flag. So my question is for Todd and Tom. If we've seen so many versions of Harrison Wells, and that Harry is Jesse Quick's father, so I was wondering if maybe on another Earth we'll see Johnny Quick as Tom Cavanaugh, as Speedster.
First off, I love that you complimented Grant first, and got a question in. I like that. Yeah, I feel like
Me too.
one of the things we've done is we've organically created, like you said, all these different multiverse, all these different options. Every Earth is an option, and so yeah, Johnny Quick is an option. Todd?
Yeah, no, I mean, we like to pull from all the characters from the comic book. So, I mean, there's a whole list of people that we want to do in the future. Whether that happens sooner than later is yet to be determined. But yeah, there's a list of.
Compliment all you guys, just because out of all the CW shows, you guys is like the only show that like brings me so close to tears every other episode with all the explanation. A wonderful job, and thanks for almost bringing me to tears every other night.
Thanks, bro.
They're brand new. They might look distressed. They're brand new.
Oh, you know me so well.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Emily. Happy birthday to you.
There's 3 candles. There's 3. You're 3.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Thank you. You guys have some questions, right? Let's line up at the microphone.